Hello everyone, in today's tutorial we will be going over the reCAPTCHA for BuddyPress plugin by Webcom Designs. We will be covering how to install and customize the plugin according to your website. So if you are running a BuddyPress powered community, then you know how important it is to protect from spam registration, fake logins or bot activity. That's where a plugin comes into play. It adds an extra layer of security to your BuddyPress forms using Google's reCAPTCHA technology. This plugin is easy to set up and ensures only real users can interact with your site, helping in maintain a clean and secure community experience. So let's start with the installation. As you can see here, I've created a temporary site using testwp. You can access it from here. Now, let me access the front end. You can see the site already has a theme that I've uploaded beforehand. Now, let me show you the theme. So I'm using BuddyX here. You can use any theme you want, any community theme you want. So now I'll be installing some plugins. So to use the reCAPTCHA plugin, you have to have BuddyPress beforehand, and also you need to have WooCommerce for your site. So let me activate these plugins. I will be activating WooCommerce. So I've activated reCAPTCHA plugin here. Now let me add another plugin that will be required, that is BuddyPress. Activate. Save settings. Now I will go back to the site, refresh. So to start with the reCAPTCHA, you have to set up your Google account for reCAPTCHA. Let me show you how you can do that. First, go to BuddyPress reCAPTCHA plugin. Then you will see the documentation and support center option. Now, but we're going to journal. Now here you will be required to check which reCAPTCHA version you want. We have the option for V2 and V3. Then you also need to input site key and secret key that you will get from Google's reCAPTCHA. So you can just copy this site here and go to the site. So I've already set up my key, but let me show you. You can simply click on get started. After that, you will be asked to input the label and then which reCAPTCHA you want. So V3 is with a request with a score, and then challenge V2 is you will get an option to check box like I'm not robot, or that there will be an invisible reCAPTCHA badge in the background. So for this site I have used the V2. I'm not a robot checkbox. Then you also need to add your domain. After that, you need to submit. You will be provided with the key, which you can simply copy paste to your site here. So now we have the option to edit the error message. Like if you submit the reCAPTCHA as blank, will be shown this message. You can edit this. Then there will be an error message for when you cannot connect to the server. So we'll get this message. Then there is an error message also for the invalid captcha. Then you have the no conflict mode. You can select this. I've kept this off right now. Then you can also select the range of IP address or singular IP address that you don't want, like for certain users you don't want the reCAPTCHA to show. So you can input that, and then you can also choose the language for the reCAPTCHA. Now save settings. Now you have the reCAPTCHA option for different pages. Like we have the reCAPTCHA option for WP login. Here I set up it as normal size. Then the theme will be light. We can save. We have also the option for disable WP login button. So like if the reCAPTCHA doesn't validate, the submit button won't be shown. So save changes. Now we have the same settings for VP registration. You can log in. Then for same for the VP lost password. Then you also have the option to, like, if you have a comment form on your page, you can simply have a reCAPTCHA for comments. Then you can also set the theme and size. Then for BP registration, you also have, for if you have a BP registration page which the user will use, you can have for that reCAPTCHA. Then for WooCommerce registration, you also have the reCAPTCHA for the sign-in page. Then WooLogin, you also have that. Then WooPassword page, you also have that reCAPTCHA option. Then for WooCheckout, you also have the reCAPTCHA option, that if a guest is checking out, you can show the reCAPTCHA. Then you can also have if person is logged in checkout, you also have the reCAPTCHA option. Then if a person is pay for an order settings, so now we also have the reCAPTCHA validity you can set. So like if a person it's taking a lot of time for our server to connect and validate a reCAPTCHA, so this is the time you can set. So like for example, 0 means require validation on each request, and the default value that is set up is 3 minutes. Then you can also have a different option. You can choose save settings. Now let's see if the reCAPTCHA shows on different pages. Let me log out of my account here. Okay, my account. So I'm logging out here. So as you can see here, we have a reCAPTCHA here that I'm not a robot. I can simply click. It will validate. Let me first put in the credentials. Remember me. Okay, login. Okay, we are logged in. As you can see, the reCAPTCHA was shown. You can simply log in. Now let me go back and change some few settings so we can see. Let me put a v3. See. Okay. Log out. Log in. Okay, so for v3, the reason we didn't really show the v3 option is because we have to make a new site key using the v3 option. So you can go back to v2. Now let me change some settings here. I can do this dark and make this compact. Save settings. Also for BP registration, also make the same changes. Dark, compact, save changes. Okay, let me refresh, log out. Okay, we are now at the login page. It timed out and we are now using the login page to login. As you can see here, I have used a compact setting, that's why it's compacted, and the dark theme is there. Now let me log back in. I'm not a robot. Login. As you can see, it works fine. So let me summarize some key features that we saw in this tutorial. So this plugin uses Google's reCAPTCHA v2 and v3 support. You can choose between the traditional "I am not a robot" checkbox, that is v2, or the invisible reCAPTCHA v3 based on your site needs and user experience preference. It also has, it also protects key BuddyPress forms. So like you can have the option to use this plugin on your registration page, your login page, or your lost password page. It's a very simple API integration in this. So once you have entered all your site key and secret key, you are good to go. No coding will be required. It's a very seamless BuddyPress integration. It works very smooth with Rain and BuddyX theme. So if you are using our themes, it will be a very smooth integration there. Then you also have customizable error messages that you can customize according to your community and help the user who run into issue. This plugin is very lightweight and efficient, so it won't slow down your site, and it's built for performance and simplicity. So let me wrap up this tutorial by saying that this plugin is an essential tool for anyone managing a WordPress community site. It will protect your site from spam and safeguard your user experience and keep your community secure, all while being incredibly easy to configure. So don't let spam ruin your social network. Thank you.